Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are kicking off an exciting journey into one of the most powerful and beginner friendly programming language in the world, which is nothing but Python. Now I have spent over 13 years in the IT industry, and trust me, I have seen a lot of programming trends come and go, but Python, it's a total game changer. From automation to AI, from web apps to data science, Python has become completely transformed the way we build software. So, in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly why Python has become the go-to language for developers all around the world and why you should definitely learn it if you haven't already. But honestly, there is a reason behind the hype. Python is simple, powerful, and super fun to work with. Let's look for different programming languages. If you want speed and control, go with C programming languages. If you want stability and enterprise strength, go pick Java. If you want Microsoft integration or game development, go with C Sharp. It rock. But if you want simplicity, flexibility, and future ready skill, I would suggest Python is your best friend. Let's dive right in. Best of the language. So, based on my experience, if you know Python, you can build almost anything. Let's break down now. If you have ever wondered why Python is everywhere from AI to web development, the video is for you. We will start from basics and go to artificial intelligence, LLM creating agents, AI agents, RAG. So now we are all set. Grab your coffee and let's get start our journey in Python. Yep. So let's move further. Okay. So let me tell you some of the positive points or advantages of learning Python and why it become one of the most lovable programming language in the world. First of all, Python is simple and easy to learn. Its syntax is clean, readable, and almost like writing plain English. That's why it's perfect for beginners who want to focus on logic and problem solving, not just memorizing code structure. Secondly, Python is an open source and free to use. You don't need any paid licenses and expensive tools. You can download it, modify it, and use it however you want. And that's a big reason why it's so popular in schools, startups, and large enterprises. Next, Python is cross-platform. You can run same Python code on Windows, Mac OS, Linux without making any changes, which means write once, run anywhere. That flexibility makes it great for developers who work across different systems. Now, another huge advantage is the strong community support. Python has one of the largest developer communities in the world. That means tons of tutorials, documentation, discussion forums, and open source projects are available. So whenever you get stuck, help is just a Google search away. Then comes to the massive ecosystem of libraries and frameworks with more than 400,000 external packages. Python can handle almost anything: machine learning, web development, data analysis, automation, scripting, testing, cloud integration. You just named it. It is everywhere. Now, Python usage. So Python is almost popular programming language, is the most popular programming language in the world. It's versatile, powerful, and used across AI, data, web, automation, and more. Let's take a high level look. Artificial intelligence. Python powers AI systems that can understand language, recognize images, and make predictions. Its simplicity and libraries like TensorFlow and PyTorch make building AI models much easier. Now, machine learning, on the other hand, machine learning is about letting computers learn from data. Python helps create recommendation engines, fraud detection systems, and predictive models using tools like Scikit, Learn, and Pandas. Data science. Python is go-to language for data analysis and visualization. It helps business turn raw data into insights using libraries like NumPy, Matplotlib, and Jupyter Notebook. Now we have web development in lane. Python makes backend development, web development fast and scalable. Frameworks like Django, Flask, and Fast API power websites, APIs, and apps. Think Instagram and YouTube. Now, automation and scripting also, file handling and web scraping to testing and reporting. It's a productivity booster for developers and businesses alike. Now, we have game development and robotics and IoT. So Python is used for game prototyping, scripting, and small to medium games. Libraries like Pygame, Panda 3D make game development accessible and fun. Now it comes to robotics. It's a popular. It's a popular one. Controlling sensors, robots, and devices. Tools like ROS and MicroPython makes it easy to build smart hardware solutions. So whether it's AI, data, web app, automation, games, or robotics, Python is everywhere. That's why it's one of the most in demand and versatile programming language today. Yep. Now here it comes to the big organization which is using the Python. So Python is also highly versatile. It used by companies like Google, Netflix, NASA, IBM, and Meta. Whether you want to build web apps, automate tasks, analyze data, or dive into AI, Python has you covered. Now, these are like some of the companies. If I talk of current situation, every firm, every single firm at current point of time is using Python to automate their code and to reduce the repetitive work. Okay, they are writing the AI agents, they are writing the RAG. Okay, so they can become more productive, more effective. Yep. Now the demand in the market. You might be wondering what kind of salary you can expect if you learn Python. Let's break it down by experience. You can expect around 92,000 on average. A great start for beginners stepping into IT world. It's a great salary. As you gain experience and build projects, the average jumps to about $117,000. That's a solid increase and reflects the growing demand for Python skills. Once you become a senior developer, having 5+ years of experience, your average salary can range between 132,000 to 145,000 dollars. Sometimes even higher depending on your company location and specialization. So Python is not only to learn and versatile, but it's also high rewarding financially, which is another reason why everyone seems to be learning Python these days. Yep. Now, if I talk about the Python in detail, Python got created by Guido van Rossum in 1991. Okay. But before we dive deeper, let's cover a few topic facts about Python. Okay. Current version. We are now mostly using Python 3.x, which is faster, more efficient, and packed with modern features. Interpreted language. It is also called as interpreted language. Unlike some languages, Python is interpreted, which means you don't need to compile your code. Just write your script and run it directly. No extra steps, no headaches. So we will talk about why it is the interpreted language later today. So let's continue. So these little details already hint at by Python is so beginner friendly and versatile. Before we go further, here's a fun fact about the name Python. Like everyone would be thinking Python is a snake, and on that mm, snake name, we have given it as Python. No, this is not the case. Okay. So it was inspired by the British comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus. Guido Russell, the creator of Python, loved the show and wanted a name that was short, unique, and little bit fun. So, and that's how Python got its quirky, memorable name. So, next time someone asks, no, it's not all about snake. Okay? Yeah. Let's proceed further. And all right, talking. Let's stop starting. Let's let's stop staring at the theory and get our hand dirty. It's time to install Python in our local so that we can go ahead and start with the development. Yep. So now to start with the downloads, we have to go to the Python website, python.org, and on that particular website, we will see the download option, and within the download option, it will provide us the different version depending on the OS we are having, and just download that installable file and install the Python in local. So let let let's go back and start our installation. So I will be going back to my browser and I will be typing Python. So after typing Python, it will go here and then with the download. Clicking on download this, it will download this particular version. Now, before download it and before installation, I wish to show one thing so that you can easily identify if the Python is already installed in your system or not. It may be a case Python is installed and you might not be installing this again. So just go and search Python hyphen hyphen version. It is saying Python is not recognized as an internal or external command. This means Python is not installed in our local. So let's go ahead. We have already downloaded the Python in our local. Let's go ahead and go back to the download folder and double click on this executable file. So as soon as we click on this, it will show the version of Python is 3.14.0. In your case, it might be different. If you're downloading, it might be a latest 3.15 or some latest version. So let's click on install now. As soon as you click on install now, it will take 20 to 30 seconds to install Python. And as soon as the Python gets installed, what we can do is the command prompt what we have opened earlier, we can go ahead and close this command prompt. Why? Because we wish to pick the latest and the greatest configurations as part of the command prompt. Yep. So now we can see our installations almost got completed. Okay. And I can go ahead and launch my command prompt. Okay. As soon as I launch my command prompt, I can write python hyphen version. It says Python 3.14.0. Okay. Some of you might face some issues if still it is saying not recognized. So for that, we have to go and search for environment variables. Okay. Just open system environment variables. Okay. Now, after opening this in system environment variable, let me get this particular window here. Now, click on environment variables, go to the path under system variables, double clicking on this, and you will find out one entry related to the Python here. Okay, let me go ahead and control Z cancel. Let me go again. So if I go here, I will copy this and I will paste it here. So this says the path of my Python file. Okay, so if I go here, copy this one and paste it somewhere here. So we have to provide a file up till this particular folder so that it will pick that particular Python version. So as soon as you update this particular environment variable here, you can double click here and paste it, the location, and then click on OK, and then again OK, and close it, and then again open up fresh command prompt and run Python hyphen version. You can see you are able to easily find out the latest version of Python. Okay. Now, um, after finding the Python, we can say the okay. So now we are able to see the version of our Python. Now, as soon as we type Python, we see the Python interpreter got activated. It got start. Okay. Now, if I run 2 plus 2, I see the output 4. Okay. How does this is happening? How, if I'm writing 2 plus 2, it is converting to 4. There is a process for that. Okay. So there the interpreter, bytecode, all these terms comes in picture. So let's go ahead back to our presentation, and we will discuss about the process. Okay. So there is a complete process of having code and convert it to the machine language. So what does a compiler do in Python? The compiler doesn't convert written code by human directly to the machine code. Using compile, it first gets converted to the bytecode. Okay. So as soon as you started if you have written the Python, okay, you have compiled the code, it will convert into the bytecode. Okay. Bytecode is nothing but what it will do when you compile the code, it will create a .pyc file. Okay, but before we go to the pyc file, let me go back to my Visual Studio, and I will be explaining each and everything later. So don't worry about that. But let me tell you, like when we create a Python file, okay, so we create it with the name, with the extension of py, okay, hello.py, okay, and here we write our statement hello. Okay. Now, if suppose I have one more file which is test.py, okay, and here I have written print. If I have print test here, okay. Now, if I print test here, and if I wish to use this particular file here, so I will be importing and saying test. Okay, it got imported, and then here after import, if I will go ahead and say Python, okay, and give the file name hello.py, okay. So you can see as soon as we compiled our code using Python hello.py and we got the output also, we will discuss all these things in detail. But right now, try to understand as soon as we compiled our code, it created a folder with the PyCache, and inside that PyCache, it created this .pyc file. And this is the same thing what I have shown here in my presentation. Okay. Now the interpreter come in picture. So once we have the bytecode available, now the interpreter come in picture. And point to be note here, every operating system, Mac, Windows, and Linux has its own interpreter. Interpreter then take this bytecode and runs it using the Python virtual machine, which is nothing but PVM. Okay, like we have JVM for Java. Okay, Java virtual machine. So and interpret or convert it into a machine language, which means it will pick this .pyc file. Okay, then our interpreter will interpret this file and convert this particular file into binary format, which is machine language 0 and 1, because this is what computer understands. Okay, so Python is write once, run anywhere, which is WORA, WORA concept in terms of portability. In this case, we can share a Python script.py across Windows, Linux, Mac OS. It will run anywhere as long as a compatible Python interpreter exists. Now, the question is why we need compiler if we have interpreter? This is a very straightforward question and anyone can ask. So for that, compilation to bytecode makes Python faster because the PVM doesn't need to parse your code line by line every time. It just execute the bytecode and generate the machine language. Okay. Yeah. So this was like all about how we can compile our code and convert our Python human written code into the machine language. Okay. So in this um video, we have discussed about like what is Python and where all we can use Python. That's all for today's video. In the upcoming episodes, we will dive deeper into more exciting Python topics. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. I will be coming up with more videos on Python, AI, and amazing programming tips. So make sure you are part of our learning survey. So see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.